Seems like there's a fire that ignites in a person when they're living out their purpose and they're executing on it, that draws people to it, like moth to a flame almost. People want to follow you because we say passion or just a fire inside. You talk about wise decisions and how important wise decisions are in living out your life goals, your life purpose, and getting the favorable results that you want. Can you talk a little bit about how, maybe from the real estate world or from your time in the restaurant corporation, why wise decisions are so important?
Yeah, and I think that kind of a wise decision is something obviously, you can make. I can make a wise decision that, is going to help my day become more better with my routine or whatever. You can make a wise decision that's going to be helpful for yourself. But the wise decision part really comes in to helping other people. And that's when, so if I'm selling somebody a home, I'm not just taking the approach of like, oh, I'm going to go show you a house today so I can get paid. My approach is just like, oh, I'm going to show you this home today because this is going to be the perfect place so that you can raise your family. And I'm going to take the time to show you all the things that are involved with this decision that you're making so that you can do so. And that's really where the kicker of purpose came in for me, was identifying purpose. And I identified my purpose through my dog. I don't know if we can talk about that.
Tell me that story. I think it hits exactly on the point that you're trying to make.
I had this dog named Bronson, and he was a Weimaraner. And if you're familiar with that breed, they're a German short-haired type of a retriever type of a dog, pointer dog. They were originally bred for hunting. They're very active and animated animal. And Bronson was true to his form. He loved to play Frisbee. And that's all he wanted to do, is play Frisbee. And he lived about 14 years. And over the course of those 14 years, I calculated, I'm not a mathematician here, but I calculated through the Frisbee about 10,000 times. And it occurred to me one afternoon when I was throwing him the Frisbee, he was catching it. And I was throwing the Frisbee and he was catching it. It was like a light went off about how incredibly powerful it is to identify your purpose, yet so simple. Because I identified that day that Bronson's purpose was to catch the Frisbee, and my purpose was to simply throw it. And I just started thinking about it. I'm like, how could the act of throwing a Frisbee to a dog be so powerful to identify your purpose? Well, Bronson couldn't catch the Frisbee if I didn't throw it. And I couldn't throw it unless he caught it and brought it back. And when I started thinking about wise decisions, you can't achieve your purpose unless you're helping somebody achieve theirs as well. So it's really a two-way street. So all these things on this 10 for 10 keynote that I talk about, it comes back to, if you literally are really wanting to achieve your greater purpose, whether you like it or not, you're going to have to help somebody else achieve theirs as well. Because otherwise it's just being an act of selfishness. And that's really, really what's so powerful about this purpose. And for me, I learned back into defining it as like, wow, what if I, instead of just working hard going back to high school where everybody told me I had to go work hard, make money and be happy, what if I could just do something that made me happy, and I would work really hard at it and then have faith that the money would come.
But keep your focus on adding value to their life. And have the faith that the money will come as a result.
That's right. It's like, I know that if I help somebody make a wise decision when they're purchasing a home or working on that, I know that I have faith that eventually they are going to do so. Maybe it happens, it might happen for a year or 6 months after I meet them, but I have faith that I'm going to continue making those decisions with them, and at some point, the money will show up.